Hello, guys and gals, and this is a movie review actually. It'll probably go in the product review slot, the 9 p.m. slot, since it is a review and that slot is reserved for reviews. So, it's going to be a while before this goes live, basically, because it's in a queue. That's Queue, queue, which is basically the letter Q being followed by a string of needless letters. Anyways, we are going to be reviewing 100% Wolf. Let's see, it looks like features the voice acting of Samara Weaving, Lauren Gray, Jai Courtney, I'm sorry if I butchered that name, and Jane Lynch, among others. I just finished watching this movie. I rented it from Redbox. It's the first movie that I actually rented from Redbox in a couple of months because, well, I didn't have any way to watch DVDs until recently. And so I thought, hey, why not go to Redbox and rent a movie? And I could have probably gotten it for free since I have 30, 40, 50, 60, 100,000 points or something. So I could probably get the next movies I wanted to rent free for a year or so, just with all those points I've accumulated. Anyways, the plot of the movie is really, really interesting, and it centers around werewolves, which is I love werewolf movies, but this isn't really a scary werewolf movie. It's basically aimed at kids, so it isn't a very scary movie. There are some intense or frightening scenes, but overall, it's really, really fascinating. It is a new take on their werewolf genre, to be perfectly honest. Basically, starts out with the fact that werewolves actually help people in this one. They help fight crimes and save people from burning buildings and stuff like that. They're a force for good. But they have this vendetta or this hatred for dogs, regular dogs. And so yeah. And there's a bunch of miscommunication between the two. Of course, they understand each other because they both speak canine, apparently. But yeah. Apparently, humans can't understand werewolves, but werewolves can understand dogs, which is really kind of a neat little point. Anyways, there is a ritual, full moon ritual, and soon it is Freddy's turn to turn into a werewolf for the first time. That's interesting, to say the least. 6 years before this, though, his father died trying to save someone, and that was really kind of a tragic event in the film. Anyways, I don't want to give away any spoilers, though, so we will leave it at that. A lot of things happen, and basically, Freddy, the main character, turns into a poodle. And, of course, werewolves hate dogs, so it is kind of what seems like an unfortunate series of events. But it was really a fascinating film. The music was good. Voice acting was spot on. This was an Australian film, actually. Let's see. Sorry about that. Let's see. Trying to think of where I want to go from here. Anyways, I should totally have a script here. Anyways, so yeah. So initially, anyways, sorry about that. Okay. It had a very good plot. I will say that. Point is, I did see a plot hole. Maybe not. Basically, when a werewolf transforms from a human into a werewolf, that's all cool. They're all wearing clothes, right? But when they turn back by exposure to daylight, Well, it's exposure to full moonlight that turns them into werewolves. But if they're wearing silver at the time, or wearing silver, then they don't turn back into humans. That isn't a plot hole. When they turn into from humans to werewolves, they're wearing clothes. When they turn from werewolves into humans, they don't. Of course, nothing is shown. This is a kids' movie, of course. But it's just kind of interesting because I figured that they'd have to be wealthy to go through that many suits of clothes. If I mean, they don't get their clothes back after they turn back. So I know that in like Van Helsing, I think it was, or was it just called Helsing? I think it was called Van Helsing. The Wolverine guy. What's his name? Hugh Jackman, the one that had Hugh Jackman in it. In that one, the werewolves they tore off their skin because the werewolf was inside of them. In the Howling Four, they basically turned into a puddle of slime and then rebuilt themselves as werewolves. So there's a lot of ways to actually go about transformation, and it's been covered in lots of movies. And this works. I mean, this works. But yeah, this is actually a very good movie. I thought the plot was plausible. I found it a little bit predictable. Of course, it's a kids' movie, so of course it's going to have a predictable plot. But I could basically foresee what was going to happen, just basically a little bit ahead of time, which was okay because it's really it's one of those things. It's like in the Percy Jackson books where you have all these off the wall titles, and it's like, well, how did they get there? And then during that chapter, it's like, oh, that's how they got there. And that's kind of like what they did in this movie. I mean, basically there is this plot point, and how are we going to get there? And then they get there. But anyways, I really do like this movie. I like it enough that I might buy it. I'm not sure. It's like $8 at Redbox currently, and so I might buy it. I'm not sure yet. I think that if I rent a movie, then I get $2 off a purchase, so this would only be $6, and I might buy it then. But, anyways, I really felt this was a pretty good movie. I mean, I like werewolf movies. I like kids movies. I like animation. So it kind of checks all the boxes for me. And it has interesting lore, of all things. It gave me Bolt vibes. The movie Bolt, the Disney movie. Or wait, Pixar, excuse me. I'm pretty sure that Bolt was a Pixar movie either before or after Disney bought it. I don't know. But train of thought, don't derail now. But there were some thematic elements that were definitely reminiscent of Bolt, and that largely centers around Batty, the first character that Freddy meets while he's a dog, a poodle actually. A lot of the plot points around that kind of gave me vibes, the same connection as the cat and the dog in Bolt. Good movie, great movie, but yeah. Anyways, I highly recommend you watch this movie. It is family friendly. There is some, let's just say it's an Australian movie, so there wasn't really any swearing, regardless of what IMDb says. Butts isn't exactly a bad word, but some people are just kind of sensitive about it. That's probably about the most vulgar thing anybody says is butts. I mean, there isn't even any swearing. There is some toilet humor, some depictions of urination with dogs lifting their legs and actual fluid, but there's never any parts shown. It did give me some slight Aussie vibes. Aussie is there's actually two Aussie movies. And I might do a review of Aussie sometime. I need to watch the movie again. It's one I bought from Redbox for like a little bit of nothing. And I think it's like an independent movie and animated. It's about a dog, and it's really dark. But this movie, it didn't really have very many dark vibes to it. And I thought the transformation sequences were pretty cool. I mean, there's a puff of smoke and suddenly they're werewolves. And that's kind of cool. But, yeah. In my personal opinion, which all of these reviews are, just simply my opinion, I thought it was a really good movie, though. And probably more than worthy of your time to watch. But yeah. So yeah, go see if you can find it and watch it if you like werewolf movies and kids movies. And for the most part, this was a really, really neat movie. And I really enjoyed it. But yeah. Then again, that's just my opinion. You can either take my opinion or leave it. Either way is fine. Anyways, but if you actually like this content and want more, then make sure you like and subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I upload. And if you support me in any way, then all that information is in the description below. As always, thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.